Hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please do like and subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to book a personal reading, the details are down in the description box. It's a mouthful, that is. If anything within this resonates with you and you would like to go further into the details, then a personal reading can do that for you. So before we begin, before I pick any runes or any cards, there was a dream that I had, and I feel guided to talk about that dream. It may resonate with somebody that's watching this video or what's going on in your life right now. So in this dream, there was a house, and I saw a person being given some keys. So if there's something relevant about keys for you right now, and this could be a house key, it could be a car key. There was something about car key, I think, actually, as well. It was like a bunch of keys, but I feel like that key has some kind of symbolism for you. Now, this could be a key to unlock a certain chapter in your life. It could also be a key to a new home. So if you've been looking into getting your new home or something like that, it could be about that. So keys is something relevant here. So I'm presuming that that's going to come out in the reading today. But if it doesn't and you would like to get in touch, then please do let me know. I would also like to say, I do get a lot of people that say to me that they feel like I'm talking to them directly with some of these readings. I would love it if people would put in the comments these kind of things so that other people know what to expect from my readings. So if anything resonates at all on here, I'm really, really grateful for any comments that you can put on. Obviously, be nice. Yeah, if you're not going to be nice, then don't. But yeah, I like to know how this resonates with people. And also, come back to me if what we talk about in here comes out in your real life. That would be amazing to know about that, especially if it's exciting things, like getting married or buying a new house and adventures and things like that. Okay, so I'm ready to get into it. Are you? So should we see what the overall energy is today? What is the overall energy? Oh, Nordies. So I love Nordies. Nordies is an energy of soul needs. It's a connection of like your most primal energy. So this is, what are your primal needs? What do you really need for yourself? You need shelter, you need food, you need water, maybe sex. Yeah, these are the kind of things that we kind of on a primal level feel like we need. And Nordies kind of contains that energy. It's very primal, to the point of where it's said that Nordies looks like two sticks that you can rub together to create fire. And this fire is called your need fire. So it's like, what do you actually need? So the question that Spirit want to ask you is, what do you need? Not what do you want, but what do you actually need in your life? And part of this is asking yourself, do I already have what I need right now? Because we can go through life sometimes not really noticing the blessings that we already have. We don't see what we already have that's a blessing. And if you don't know what your blessings are and you're not grateful for those blessings, it's very difficult to see anything else as a blessing, okay? They say, don't they, about blessings in disguise and things like that. So it's kind of having an optimism, an optimistic way of looking at things. And that's the word of the day, I feel, is optimism. So I'm going to pick another couple of runes to go with that. What goes with Nordies for this reading today? We have Lagos. So Lagos is all about flow. It's a water energy. But with the water energy in the direction of the west can also come fear. And that kind of locks into our needs, doesn't it? It's sort of like, if there's a fear around what you need, why do you fear things that you actually feel you need? Why is there a fear there? Maybe the fear is in, once you obtain it, you're going to lose it. That could be what the fear is there. So Lagos is kind of an energy of just really trying to allow things to flow, go with the flow. Don't throw things into your river and create that dam, because it will bubble over to the point where it's going to break down things and cause destruction. You know, water has this way about it of intervention, being able to move and intervene wherever it wants to go. So there may actually be an energy here of you needing to do that. There's a need to allow yourself to intervene, to adapt, to move optimistically. Let's see what else we have on here. The famous algae that has come out in probably every reading I've done this week. Literally every single reading, this one has come out. So there's still something about this that we're missing. There's still something about this that we aren't really exploring or recognizing within ourselves. So it's that protective energy. It's the elk. It's the transmuting of anger into gentleness, being gentle with yourself, and protecting yourself, but not in a way of like putting up guard. It's more in a way of just having some boundaries. And I do feel for some of you, this is actually about creating discipline in your life. I don't know if I've got an itchy leg, but I have, so I'm going to scratch it. I feel like there is an energy here of needing to create discipline in your life, you know, and that's going to help with the flow, and it's going to help you to lock into what your needs are. And I'm seeing somebody now that is exploring like scheduling time to get up in the morning and practice yoga, maybe do your Wim Hof, you know, jumping in your barrel of water or things like that, you know, just trying to, what's the word? Yeah, schedule that structure into your life so that you know what's going on. You know what you're doing, yeah? Have boundaries with yourself, not so much with other people, it's more with yourself. You know, what are your needs? How can you create more flow in your energy and in your life? It is by adopting these disciplines, and they don't have to be really strict. You know, it doesn't have to be like, right, 6 o'clock on the dot, you've got to go and do a mile run and then swing the kettlebell 50 times and whatever. It could just be, I'm going to do 10 rounds of sun salutations and then I'm going to do some breath work. It could be something like that. Or it could be that you just take 9 deep breaths in the morning when you get up. It doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be anything intense. It could also be that you maybe prepare your breakfast the night before, that kind of thing. I do feel for a lot of people this is about healthy lifestyle, is what I'm getting in terms of discipline. And it's going to help to shape your day. So I'm going to add in there, what I'm given to give you there is about creating a mantra, like a simple sentence for yourself that can help you to have some structure and guidance through your day. So this could be, you know, whatever your intention could be, sort of like, I'm going to have a good day today, or I'm going to do 20 minutes of yoga today. And when you go ahead to do something, you stick to it, you see it through. There is an element of the subconscious mind, you've kind of rewarding yourself. It's like your inner child and everything is like, yay, we're actually doing what we said we were going to do. You know, like the adult part of me has said what they're going to do, and then the inner child feels safe. And that's what this is about you making yourself feel safe through honouring yourself. Okay. I felt like that was a little bit of a rant there. I'm sorry. I'm going to grab some moon cards now. So we're going to just grab the moon cards and see what we have in here. So what do we have for the moon cards? Looks like we have 3. Okay, that might be too many, so I'm going to just have a look. That is very, very interesting. Very interesting, because we've got Lagos. Okay, the fingers are cold and my rings are twizzling around. So we've got Lagos, which is representing flow. And we have the card that says flow on it. There is a real need for you to go with the flow here, okay? Stop looking at the outcome of things and start looking at the journey, okay? The journey is the destination. Don't look at the outcome, look at the process and go with it. I don't know why I'm holding everything in my hands. We have empathy as well, and this could be having empathy with yourself. So it's kind of like if you've been through something heavy at the moment, then this is taking some time to reel your energy back in from things that aren't serving you anymore. Work on yourself. Do things for you. And, you know, it's like there they've got a glass of water and a candle. I do feel for many of you, this is about you honouring Great Spirit. It's about honouring the divine energy that you are starting to realise is blessing you and is there. And honestly, it doesn't take much to just sort of salute to whatever you feel is your guiding force, whatever's there. And just sort of saying thanks for the blessings that you have. And you will find more blessings come your way from there. There's a few of you on here that I feel I'm going to send some blessings to by the end of this video, or during this video, you are receiving these blessings because I feel like you are trying your best. You are trying your best, and you are, you know, in a space of a transition right now, I'm feeling. So we also have the card relax. So just relax, take it easy. Stop beating yourself up. Stop being so hard on yourself. Stop really trying to think way ahead. Just be present. Just be in the moment. And in this moment, it's all about you and what you need. What do you need? You really need to start asking yourself that question and honouring the answer that you are given. Okay. So I'm going to get an angel card as well, just to get some more information around this. So what does this person need to know right now through the angels? The angel cards. There's something about, so it's Easter Sunday today, and I always think about, I mean, I'm not religious at all. I'm not a Christian, but I do spend a moment thinking about Jesus and the cross and the resurrection and everything. And it always springs to mind with me that it's like finding some form of beauty within pain, finding something within that can help you to get through situations. Okay, I've always tried to, in my life, you know, anything I've taken as painful or upsetting, and I've been through some things that have been painful and upsetting. But what I've found is from a very young age, I've learned to take the pain and use the energy of that to help me to grow, not let it get me down, not let it stop me. And, you know, obviously, don't get me wrong, there's been moments where it's got a hold of me and I've allowed it to have power over me for a moment, but not for long. Because then I'm in the energy of, right, how can I utilise this now to build resilience and to get myself out of this funk and into where I want to be? And I do feel for many of you, you are stepping into that energy now, or you have been on a similar path yourself where it's like you've built that resilience through your life. Now, for some of you, that may mean that you may have become perhaps a bit hardened to certain things in your life, or maybe there's a mistrust with people in your life because of the things that you've been through or how you've been hurt before. So just remember that there is beauty within pain. And it's finding that beauty within the pain that can help us to move it through. We have inner child healing, which is interesting because we were talking about that inner child when I was talking about algaes, weren't we? About, it's sort of like, if you can visualize within yourself a child, any child, but it's you, it's a version of you from the past where you may have felt vulnerable, you may have felt not held, or not getting your needs met as that child, okay? Now, as an adult, if you can picture that child is with you wherever you go, and when you do something that is respectful to yourself or honouring yourself, imagine that child's little face. Imagine it's sort of like smiling up at you, beaming up at you, hugging you and saying thank you, and being happy with you, okay? And I see somebody here watching this that the more you align yourself with that discipline, with looking after yourself, with doing the best that you can in your life for yourself, just showing up every day, you're honouring that inner child that has wounds from the past, yeah, that didn't know any better, that didn't have the protection and the support that they needed, okay? But now as an adult, you can bring that to your inner child, and with that brings healing in your past. It also brings healing to the generations of children in your family as well, okay? It's a very beautiful energy, and it kind of makes you want to cry because of how beautiful it is. You know, the pain that we go through is there to bring beauty to the future, to what we need to see grow and work through. Okay, let's get some tarot cards on this then now. So what is this soul need that you're looking at right now? What are your soul needs? Nordies can also have the energy of feeling restricted. So there's an energy within this that if you are feeling restricted by things in your life right now, this is about freeing yourself up by honouring yourself, by doing what's right for you. Be that person that you know you want to be. Do the things that you know you want to do. What's stopping you? This card is haunting me today. Haunting me. I've honestly, I've had about 3 readings today, and I've literally got this reading out. This card's come out like loads of times, every single time. I think it was out in this morning. I did a little reading this morning and it came out then. The Four of Wands is a fabulous card. This is about celebration. This is actually about attracting in things that you want. It's also got an element of it that can relate to marriage, actually, that can relate to commitment. It's excitement and energy. So your soul need right now is about having that excitement and feeling committed to something that really inspires you and brings the best out into you. So through these disciplines that you're going to adopt, that you're going to start doing, because I know you are, then you are actually attracting this energy more to you. You're starting to tiptoe into it, but you're not quite there yet. I love that. You are still in this healing space. You are still in a space of there's more healing to be done, but that doesn't mean you can't venture out and explore your needs. And actually in, you know, getting out of bed an hour earlier and doing 20 minutes of yoga or breath work, it's going to make your day so much better, so much better. And yeah, you're not going to feel like doing it. You're really not. But once you do, you'll be fine. I know a friend of mine, when she started doing the Wim Hof training and she started in the cold showers, and then she got herself this barrel outside to step into on a morning, and she'd cry at me sometimes in the morning and sort of like, I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. But she did it. And every time she did, her inspired action then for the rest of the day was phenomenal. And you really saw a change in just what she was getting done in her life and what she was doing. But not only that, there was also a change in her daughter as well. Her daughter started to feel more inspired and actually started. So you do impact the people around you with the things that you do without really having to do anything, if that makes sense. We have the Nine of Pentacles on here. And this energy is showing us somebody that's really quite content with themselves, standing on their own 2 feet, shining their light, being really quite standing out, basically. So there's an energy here of, you know, I do feel maybe there's somebody in your life that does inspire you to be this. Like you are perhaps watching somebody else doing these things, being disciplined, inspiring, things like that. And it's kind of made you want a piece of that yourself. It's making you realise, like, actually, I can do this and I want to do this. I want to, you know, wear nice things or feel like I'm making my own money, I'm making my own way in life, sort of thing. I don't need to rely on anybody else, that kind of energy. I always don't know what that bird is. I don't know whether it's a kestrel or a peregrine, I don't know, but it's a bird of prey. And what comes to mind with that is about how, I think it's kestrels, they don't move unless they have to. Like, they conserve their energy. They will sit and observe until they know what they're looking for is there, and then they will go for it. Okay, they don't sort of exhaust themselves before they get what they want. So this could be an energy, and pentacles do have a bit of a slow moving energy. So for many of you, this could be in line with your soul needs, is taking that slow pace. You need to slow it down a bit. I feel like somebody's very thinly stretched. You're here, there and everywhere, and you're tripping up over yourself to be at different places at different times. There may be a need to sort of say no to certain things, to allow space for you to be this switched on person that is stood in their own limelight, that is feeling absolutely content with everything that they've got. It's where you need to be. It's where you want to be. Okay, let's have a look at Lagos on here. So what do we have for Lagos? There is, I just saw the King of Cups on the bottom there as well. So there's a want for emotional fulfillment here as well. And I love the King of Cups in this because he looks like a dude that's meditating. So he's kind of like, you know, all zen and stuff like that. And it's interesting because I saw him, and Lagos is water energy as well. So with the cups, it's very much about water energy. It's like, don't fear anymore being that person that you want to be. Don't worry about what other people think, or if that's not how you used to be or anything like that. We've got the Ace of Cups on here, and this sometimes comes out to do with love, actually. I don't feel like this is a love reading, but it's more about this Ace of Cups being like a new beginning that's very heart-centered, it's very heart-based. I do feel that you are inspired by love, or at least finding love. And so Lagos, that flow, is kind of suggesting to you that there is a new beginning on the horizon to do with love, that maybe you are looking for. It does suggest that as well with the Four of Wands. So I do feel maybe deep down that is a desire of yours as part of your soul needs, is to find commitment, find a new relationship, find love. And the more you allow yourself to observe this discipline, you are going to find that. You're going to get there. I do see somebody working with energy healing here as well. So maybe that's something that you feel you want to explore, you want to take up, you want to do. So getting yourself attuned to Reiki or something like that, which actually, if you do, I have got a Reiki course coming up very, very soon. So do let me know if you want to join on that. Although it does have to be in person, so you'd need to be close to me living wise to do that. But yeah, that's a beautiful, I'm liking this reading. It's very nice. It's very beautiful. Okay, let's have a look what Algiz is telling us on here. What is Algiz all about? What's that one? Okay. There's a little bit of worry and maybe guilt. There's something about that. So there's something that seems to hold you back, that you're worried about. Maybe, I'm not sure what that is. Okay, we've got the Chariot on there. So there is sort of like somebody leveling up here, someone taking some action. Maybe you're feeling inspired from watching this video. You're ready to get your yoga mat out and everything. Oh, the Hierophant. Oh, okay. So spiritual counsel, wise counsel. This is kind of exploring, like we were saying before, about reaching a higher level, taking another step into your spiritual growth is what I'm feeling from this. It's interesting though, because with the Hierophant and with the Four of Wands, that does suggest again about commitment. I do feel for many of you, this is a commitment to yourself in the pursuit of enlightenment. So it's about reaching, you know, climbing those steps. As you can see those steps in the background there, if you can see that. It is kind of like taking that journey of the world tree, reaching up into the higher realms, the higher conscience, connecting with your highest self and receiving then the downloads that are going to help inspire you, help move you forward. I've got that itchy nose again. And interestingly, we've now got the Queen of Cups on the bottom. So again, this is love, support, encouragement. There's a lot of fulfilling energy around this, a lot of fulfilling energy that's feeling like a wave. Imagine you're in the sea and you've got a wave that flipping knocks you over, but it's so refreshing. And, you know, the salt water is cleansing you and clearing you out. It feels like that kind of energy. It's like doing something that you know is maybe going to be uncomfortable to start with, or that means you having to have discipline with yourself. It means letting go of maybe past things that aren't serving you anymore. So this could be habits, patterns, things that aren't serving you anymore that you know you need to let go of. But it's difficult to let go of something, like, as in, like, I'm letting go of that now. What you need to do instead is just start to bring your attention away from the things that are stopping you from being in this disciplined energy, because they are seriously holding you back from your spiritual awakening. They are seriously holding you back from this fulfilling energy that you are looking for. So I'm just going to get a final word on this now as to what's happening for you at this time. So what is our final word on this reading today? So I'm doing all right today. It's not even half an hour yet that I've been talking for. Yesterday was a very, very long reading. Let's see. What is the final word on this reading today? What can we give you to go away with? Okay, the Seven of Wands. So yeah, doing it again. This is definitely a time. Can you see that person? They're doing yoga. They are sat in their meditative, I can't say that word, meditative place, and they're content. But they are also got that bubble of protection around them. They're defending themselves from things that would try and get in the way of what they know they are meant to be doing for themselves. I love this Seven of Wands. It can be like an aggressive, like defensive energy to it, but also it can be an energy of like, I'm in my Zen zone and no situation is going to knock me out of that. And I feel for many of you, you're like in this new year, new you kind of way of thinking now, where it's like, I've got some ideas about, you know, maybe you've got ready what you're going to do to have a nice fruit shake in the morning or something, like you've got your protein shakes sort of ready there, and you're going to get up and your mat's already there and you're going to do yoga and things. That's the kind of energy that I'm feeling from that. And I do feel that what that's going to lead you to is feeling a lot better about yourself. You're going to feel a lot sexier. You're going to feel a lot more in control and successful. And you're going to start to see these blessings coming into your life through adopting this, through being this person. You know, there's power, there's energy of success. There's charisma here as well. And you've got all of these things, but you're not fully embracing your potential at this time. And it starts with this algae's energy of, you know, being disciplined, setting those boundaries with yourself, understand and heal your inner child by saying to yourself, I'm going to get up and do this. And you'll thank yourself for it. You really will. It's a good energy to be in. Okay, final card, because I can't stop, can I? I'm in my happy place when I do this. And that's kind of like how I got into doing this a lot more, because I'd start off just doing, one rune and one card kind of readings, and it would only last for like a couple of minutes. And then through experiences that I've had in my life, I kind of took whatever pain or hurt and things I was going through and decided like I'm going to actually channel this into things that bring me joy, that make me feel happy, that make me feel genuinely like myself. And so I took that and created something. And I'm so grateful to everybody here that is subscribed and like my channel. That's why I want you to comment and things. I want you to, I want to build a community here with people. So I'm so grateful for this opportunity to be able to offer this. And if it brings people some clarity and something to take away as well to help your life, then my job is done. I'm pleased with that. I try to be a channel as much as I possibly can for Divine Spirit so that these little things can help you through your day, because I know where you are. I know where you're at. I know why you're watching these videos. Okay, so let's get the final word on there. Okay, so we've got Ace of Swords as clarity. So it's kind of like somebody really clearly thinking now. And we've got more stairs, if you like. It's like that. It's so funny. I was in Lyme Regis yesterday and we were fossil hunting. We were like digging fossils out of the cliffs. And that just reminds me of those ammonites. So maybe that's something about that, is like maybe your mind's a little bit like a big block of clay right now, and you need to chisel in there to get to the real treasure, to see what's going on in there. But the only way to do that is by inspiring yourself with a new way of being, doing new things, doing different things. But we do have on the bottom here some wish fulfillments, things that are fulfilling you, that are making you feel like, I really want this. I'm really happy about this. It's your desire, things that you want. And I do feel for many of you, you want sort of like a wholesome lifestyle that's fulfilling, that includes a partner, maybe even children, or, having that kind of space. I can see somebody with a field, living off the land, that kind of thing, feeling content with what they've got. But there's something holding you back from feeling like you deserve that, or you can achieve that or attain that. And that's kind of like what this energy is sort of saying on here, is like, bring yourself into a space of like, be who you want to be right now. Do these things for yourself rather than giving yourself all the excuses as to why you can't. Stop negotiating yourself out of what you know is good for you. So I'm going to leave this reading here today. I hope that you found something from this, and I would really love to know how this resonated with you. And if you would like to book in for that personalised reading, then you can find my email in the description box. So do get in touch and we can sort that out for you. Okay, have a blessed Easter evening.